Hello everyone, here's Hilary and I'm very glad to share with you guys my advice about advance. My channel contains lots of useful videos with clear explanations, will definitely help you can improve your skills and knowledge. I will release YouTube videos every week with different content, so please subscribe to my channel to update every interesting video. Hope you enjoy my video. So today's video I am going to go deeper into the student perspective on Practical English Grammar course. The study discovered some perspective of student on practical English grammar course. The chart below shows the perspective of students in learning practical English and grammar at universities. It was found that there are four major perspectives: lack of learning, media's 70%, ineffective teaching strategy, 35%, and supportive class atmosphere, 28%, and grammar as difficult course. Firstly, ineffective learning strategy got the highest perspective from students. That is, the bound 35% students revealed that a learning practical English grammar. They experience ineffective, wasteful, and inappropriate strategy used by lecturer to teach grammar. The appropriate learning strategy could be in form of one-sentence learning, which the lecturer fed student only without any comments, with students that make student less active in contributing to learning process. It was agreed by about 12 students of TBI 3G. Secondly, a supportive class atmosphere, also one of the most perspectives showed by students. It was about 28% of 10 students from TBI 3Gs who declared that class situations when learning practical English grammar were held does not support their learning and supportive learning with the media's laptops, speaker, LCDs, projector. The crowded class with too much students and noises within class, other classes or surrounding, then the statement that grammar including two difficult courses was explained by 20% students. About 7 students state that learning practical English grammar was difficult according to the formulas and other rules from grammar they believed to be remembered. Some rules provided by grammar tense, passive voice, conditional sentences that were agreed by these students make them feeling difficult and confused in absorbing the materials regarding to grammar. Finally, the lack of learning medias and learning practical English grammar was agreed by 17%, about 6 students of TBI 3G class. The reason was they have limited sources to learn grammar. However, the rest of students were having no problem dealing with learning medias. They stated that some learning websites and applications from the internet, as in YouTube, Kahoot, and Cake applications, are enough to support their learning. Meanwhile, the interview also showed some student point of view on practical English grammar course. Alphinas explained that the learning process was not interesting due to the lack of delivering variations. The grammar learning I got in elementary, junior, and high school were delivered unattractively, with your students' paperwork only. Therefore, it made me feel bored as well as difficult to understand the formula or grammar because of that problems, Alfina. Then, the same reasons was also admitted by Anisal. She also explained that the strategy used in teaching grammar was not effective. Learning grammar in my previous studies felt difficult, bored, and unattractive to be understood. The strategy used in learning grammar was only one-way communications that in teacher explained the materials without any feedback or participations from students. In addition, engineering declared the lack of participations and evaluation in learning process caused a low understanding and minimum materials acquisition. By the lack of participations, especially in classroom, students became less in understanding and tasks given by lecturer, less in assessing the good and not good presentation, like a reprimand toward presentations process and result also made students could not improve themselves as expected before due to less examples and not creative thinking. 4.2. student perspective on effective strategy in Verticals English Grammar course. The following result was the perspectives of students on the effective ways of strategy in Verticals English course, grammar course. The result interpret, that is, was gotten 6 consider effective strategy in learning practical English grammar course. The detailed explanations were provided below. The first one is that above 23% students of TBI at 3G agree that learning protocols English grammar through games was more interesting and understandable. Games in cellular phone allocation, such as Kahoot, Hello English, Cake, were considered by students as interesting medias to improve in learning grammar. The next is appropriate learning techniques that need to be upgraded. Students suggested that some learning techniques or strategies such as jigsaw, scaffolding, and mind mapping was looked upon to be implemented in order to create a good learning process. This was approved by 20% students of TBI 3G. Then the next effective strategy from students' perspective is learning through YouTube medias. About 17% students conclude the learning protocols English grammar through YouTube and are easy and interesting since it is provided in audio's visual form. From YouTube, it was divided into 3 main part of videos: beginnings, middle, and last. Most of students on Harmony chose the middle of the videos as the most effective part to learn protocols English grammar. Progress report was also included into the effective way to learn protocols English grammar. 15% students of TBI 3G declared that in order to achieve good understanding and the course, it is needed report of a group progression. In learning the course, therefore, the student can understand and know their deficiencies in studying grammar and improve them. Moreover, about 13% students state that discussion were also effective in the learning process of Verticals English grammar. In discussion, students agree that they can argue, giving suggestion, rebuttals, and addition and materials regarding of grammar. In addition, 12% student TBI 3G agree that peer assessment can also can be used as effective strategy in learning Verticals English grammar. By peer assessment, students became more motivated as their classmates assessed them and they would try to learn seriously as they affect their assessment.